What's up, fight fans? Let's dive right into today's news. Here's what's going down. Khamzat Chimaev dominates Dricus Du Plessis to capture middleweight title. UFC 319 just got done in Chicago, and Khamzat Chimaev put on a masterclass to dethrone Dricus Du Plessis and capture the middleweight belt. From the opening seconds, Chimaev's relentless wrestling controlled the fight, earning a dominant unanimous decision, 50-44. Du Plessis showed grit in the latter rounds, but Chimaev's pressure was too much as he extended his undefeated record to 15-0 and snapped Du Plessis' 11-fight win streak. Do you think Khamzat will ever lose the middleweight belt? Fighters react to Khamzat Chimaev's title-winning performance at UFC 319. Fighters had mixed reactions as Khamzat Chimaev wrestled his way past Dricus Du Plessis to capture the middleweight title. Paulo Costa writes, "No one wants to watch this shit, LOL. People booing in the arena and at bar." Nate Diaz writes, "Can't fight." Derek Brunson writes, "Old school UFC, Joe Silva would have cut Chimaev after this fight. Joe hated wrestling. Hashtag UFC 319. Henry Cejudo writes, "Dricus showed heart, but Khamzat Chimaev is on another level right now. He may very well be champion for years to come." Hashtag UFC 319. Belal Muhammad writes, "Told you it would be easy." Conor McGregor writes, "Chechny's first UFC champion. Congrats." UFC 319. Carlos Prates scores stunning spinning elbow KO of Geoff Neal. Carlos Prates bounced back in style at UFC 319, flooring Geoff Neal with a spinning back elbow knockout at 4:59 of round 1. The win earned Prates a $50,000 bonus and a promised slot on October's Rio card, while Neal suffered his first UFC knockout loss. Max Holloway reacted, "One sec, spinning shit. Hashtag UFC 319. UFC 319. Lerone Murphy destroys Aaron Pico with spinning elbow KO in co-main event. Lerone Murphy spoiled Aaron Pico's highly anticipated UFC debut at UFC 319, scoring a brutal spinning elbow knockout in the co-main event. Murphy stayed unbeaten at 17-0-1, further cementing his place in the featherweight title mix. Aaron Bronstetter writes, "2 spinning back elbow KOs in a row." Terrence McKinney writes, "Oh shoot, what just happened? I looked away for a second." Hashtag UFC 319. Alex Volkanovski writes, "See you in December at Lerone Murphy. Congrats." Hashtag UFC 319. Belal Muhammad approves Chicago booing of Du Plessis and predicts Chimaev win. Belal Muhammad reacted to Dricus Du Plessis being booed by the Chicago crowd at the UFC 319 press conference, suggesting Du Plessis should have checked in with him upon arriving in the city. Muhammad further encouraged the crowd to boo Du Plessis even louder during the weigh-ins, emphasizing that the middleweight champion is, quote, "not allowed back in Chicago anymore." Additionally, Muhammad made a bold prediction for the UFC 319 main event, confidently stating that Khamzat Chimaev would secure a finish against Du Plessis.
"That's what happens when you don't check in before you come to Chicago. I told him he should have came to my house. I would have signed a permission slip, and they would have cheered for him. But now you're in the wrong spot. Because Chicago, I want you guys to boo him louder than you ever booed before when he weighs in. Make sure he hears it. Make sure he knows. He's not allowed back to Chicago no more."
Khamzat Chimaev rips Paulo Costa, eyes future fight with Alex Pereira. Khamzat Chimaev dismissed Paulo Costa's callouts, saying Costa's just chasing money and claiming his bank account is, quote, 10 times bigger. Ahead of his UFC 319 title clash with Dricus Du Plessis, Chimaev also teased a potential future showdown with Alex Pereira if the money is right. Speaking on Jackson podcast, Khamzat said,
"I don't care what Paulo Costa says. I have my life. As my bank account better than his 10 times, so I would be happy, So this guy is poor, bro. That's why he's trying to call me out and make money, I beat the guys who beat him."
Speaking about Alex Pereira, Boris said,
"Well, it depends if he wins, so we'll see. But actually, if he win, if he lost, if they give us good money, I want to fight that guy, so why not?"
UFC 319, Geoff Neal revealed why he still works as a server. Geoff Neal revealed that despite 7 years in the UFC, he still works part-time as a server, not for the money, but because it helps him burn calories, stay active, and avoid trouble. Speaking to James Ginch, Neal said,
I actually work tomorrow. I've only been doing like once or twice a week.
Yeah, it's good money, right?
It's good money, and it also helps burn calories. Like it's like an active rest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Walking around, like it's keeps me out of trouble. It's like, it's beneficial, you know?
Neal's choice has sparked strong fan reactions, with much of the criticism directed at Dana White and the UFC over fighter pay. Dana is a criminal, LMFAO. Incredible how fighters get rewarded for doing this shit. Can anyone imagine a pro golfer / tennis player doing this shit? Zero wrong with this, it's actually dope. I think we missed the part where he says it keeps him out of trouble. Yes, more pay, always in UFC, but I think this is more of a healthy distraction for him. What do you think of Geoff Neal's part-time job? Caio Borralho runs into Khamzat and Dricus ahead of UFC 319. Caio Borralho, the official backup fighter for UFC 319, had a respectful encounter with Khamzat Chimaev and Dricus Du Plessis ahead of the main event. Borralho shared the meeting on his YouTube channel, showing mutual respect and professionalism between the fighters. Fans got a rare behind-the-scenes glimpse at the interactions leading up to the blockbuster showdown. MMA fighter instantly takes down thief in Barcelona. Gabriel Souza Galindo, a 28-year-old MMA fighter and jiu-jitsu black belt with a 9-1 record, stopped an alleged thief in Barcelona during a family trip. The man reportedly stole a necklace from a Portuguese tourist, and Galindo quickly locked in a triangle and rear naked choke to subdue him until police arrived. He gently dropped the thief and warned him not to bite, while he and his brother prevented locals from assaulting the suspect. Galindo, a veteran of one championship and LFA currently riding a 3-fight winning streak, helped return the necklace safely, turning the incident into a memorable story from their trip. Gabriel shared a video on Instagram with the caption, "The guy picked the worst Biela to mock the squad. Came in the direction of 2 tracks black." Imavov mocks Caio Borralho while watching UFC 319 weigh-ins. Nasruddin Imavov shared a funny moment on Instagram watching the UFC 319 weigh-ins on TV as Dricus Du Plessis and Khamzat Chimaev made weight. In the video, he jokingly asks, "Where's Caio?" and laughs, poking fun at backup fighter Caio Borralho's absence.
Where is Caio?
Paulo Costa and Sean Strickland hit the mats together. Fans take notice. Former UFC opponents Paulo Costa and Sean Strickland appear to be putting past rivalries aside as they train together. Costa shared photos on Instagram showing him wrestling with Strickland, captioning the post, "Wrestling with @StricklandMMA and the boys." The footage has fans buzzing about a potential friendship or future collaboration between the two fighters. What do you think of this friendship? Alex Pereira wows Nina Drama with hilarious magic trick during Kickstream. Alex Pereira brought some laughs to Nina Drama's Kickstream by showing off a playful magic trick. The stunt had both Nina and viewers cracking up, giving a peek at the fighters' off-cage personalities. Alex's English also seems to have improved, making his banter with Nina even more entertaining.
Okay, it's gone.
Chama ou não chama? Tipo assim, holy shit.
Wait,
Ó,
how did you do
one more.
Okay, one more.
Ó, attention, ó. Ó. Ó.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Fighter botches cage backflip but rolls to safety. A fighter at Lion Championship 25 in Vietnam tried to celebrate with a cage backflip after his team's win, but hilariously botched the landing and nearly crashed on his head. Luckily, he rolled through safely and laughs it off. Check it out.
Võ thuật là như vậy, có thắng, có thua. Whoa, bình tĩnh.
That's all for today's news. Thanks for watching. If you like our content, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We post news daily.